Alright, I think I've got the sound balanced okay with the equipment I got. I'm going to do a sandbox playthrough. On normal, I think. Let me show you. It'll ask me when I start, I guess. I played a little bit. Enough to, win duels and stuff, but my command of the battlefield is not good, so I don't like to. If I can avoid it, unless it's a small scale skirmish where I can just say everybody follow me or everybody charge and have it not mean that much. Not be much different than what would have happened anyway. I don't like in the campaign how every time you lose, you just get captured until you escape or are released, and over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to play with a manual risk of death. Every time I'm captured, if the game says I'm released, I'm actually going to roll the dice and let that determine my fate, and it's going to get progressively more likely that I don't survive it if the game doesn't kill me. I haven't quite decided the odds exactly yet. I guess I'll do that right now. I'll say I will roll a 10-sided dice, and if the number is equal to or less than the total number of captures I've suffered thus far, then I die, either due to illness, execution, whatever. It's the end of the game, end of the playthrough. Other than that, my goal is going to be to just paint the map, I guess, eventually. But just see what I can do knowing that I'm not immortal. And trying to play like I'm aware that I'm not immortal. Vanilla, it's completely vanilla, so no mods. Which means I probably won't do Smithy while recording, because that's it's tedious. So just probably duels and battles, and hunting down raiders and looters, brigands, caravan escort, maybe some trading to get started, because it's faster bucks in real life time than blacksmithing. With one exception, that's smelting certain items and then selling the components for a far greater sum of the cost of the weapon itself, which is one of the many exploits. But anyway, here we go. Oh, and I'm going to randomize my origin with the help of a few handy dice.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the continent.
This is Bannerlord.
Its armies scattered foes before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines of war. From the forests of the north to the wastes of the south, All was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich. But empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause. Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the Empire's tricks and devise new ones of their own. Until one day, the bonds holding the Empire snap. Then comes the Civil War, pitting all against all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world from the ashes of the old.
Alright, 6 possible cultures. Battanian. The Battanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across the northern Caladrian and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remained loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going to battle, and even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. They have 50% less speed penalty and 15% sight range bonus. Bonus in forests. So it must be a different way of saying less of a penalty, because I'm sure they can't see further because of the trees. They don't have a tree sight. They're not druids. Well, they are druids, but not like we know druids in a fantasy setting. They're like actual real-life druids. But anyway, towns owned by Battanian rulers have +1 militia production, but 10% slower build rate for town projects and settlements. That's a big deal if you have a different culture, because they protest and they build a lot slower anyway if you're not the same culture. So that might mean that's only a factor when you're taking over a Battanian settlement. I'll be the same culture in that case. So. Battanian! Alright. I am going to be male. I'm not going to worry about that. But I am going to... you can't lock in the gender. So I'm going to randomize... Oh, I guess it randomizes whatever the screen. Randomize all. Reset all. Okay, this is the default. I'm going to hit randomize all. And what I'm going to say is that I can only I can only take another one twice. So I have to look at what I see, and then I have to either take it or pass. I can only pass twice, so I have to bear that in mind when I'm making my selection. So here we go. This is the first one. And it looks like an average Battanian. Really? But I am going to pass once. I'm going to use one of my passes. Here we go. Well, yeah, this is right out of the Battanian playbook, I think. What's he sound like though?
Shoulder to shoulder! Infantry,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that one. Choose your family. Members, you were born into a family of bards. Your father was a bard, drifting from chieftain's hall to chieftain's hall, making his living singing the praises of one Battanian aristocrat and mocking his enemies, then going to his enemy's hall and doing the reverse. You learned from him that the clever tongue could spare you from a life toiling in the fields if you kept your wits about you. It gives you 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to roguery and charm, 1 attribute point to social. As a child, you were noted for your attention to detail. You were quick on your feet and attentive to what was going on around you. Usually you could run away from trouble, though you could give a good account of yourself in a fight with other children if cornered. 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to athletics and bow. The 1 attribute point to control. Like all village children, you helped out in the fields. You also sold product at the market. You took your family's goods to the nearest town to sell your produce and buy supplies. It was hard work, but you enjoyed the hubbub of the marketplace. 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to trade and charm. Another attribute point to social. It's going to make it tough. As a youngster growing up in Caladria, your war was never too far away. You trained with the infantry. Ironic. Levy armed with the spear and shield drawn from small-holding farmers have always been the backbone of most armies of Caladria. 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to polearm and one-handed. Thank goodness. 1 attribute point to vigor. Okay. Before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was that you saved your village from a flood. When a sudden storm caused a local stream to rise suddenly, your neighbors needed quick-thinking leadership. You provided it, directing them to build levees to save their homes. 10 skill levels and a focus point to tactics and leadership. 1 attribute point to cunning, +1 to calculating, and +10 renown. Your character started off adventuring at the age of 20. While lacking experience a bit, you're full with youthful energy. That's not what I rolled. I rolled a 56 on base 6. So what that means is I rolled a 56 on base 6 means it's actually 26. Yeah, my system rolled a 5 on the first one, which means I add 24 to the next one, and I rolled a 6, so it's a 30. Yeah, I rolled a 30. 30, and each one, there's 4 options, and it's out of 36, so each one is worth 9. So 9, 18, 27. I rolled 50. While you are past your prime, there's still enough time to go on that last big adventure, and you have all the experience you need to overcome anything. 8 unspent focus points, 4 unspent attributes points. It didn't take anything away. Sorry, I'm probably not going to live long enough to retire even if I do start at 50. So, customize your personal banner by choosing your sigil. Let's see, there's 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 down. 5 across and 46 down. So, which one across? I rolled a 7 on D10, so that's the fourth one. And out of 46, I'm just going to go D50. I'll go 21, so that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so okay, the size of the sigil. This I'm just gonna do a D10 and try to guesstimate the notch. Actually, yeah, these. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll go 1 through 9. I'll use a background color. So 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. And then the background color is going to be one of those 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And the sigil color is a 6. Yeah, okay, that's what I rolled. So that's what we're taking. Select your family name. Fen Moraine. I think it chooses that for you. You can change your banner and clan name later on the clan screen. I'll just take that. I don't... Wait. No. You prepare to set off for a grand adventure in Cloudardia. Here's your character. Continue if you are ready, or go back to make changes. Enter your name. I'm going to just randomize it and take whatever it says after the second randomized roll. Mengus. I'm sticking with the dice. That's what I rolled. Mingus. Botanian culture. We went over all this. Born from a family of bards, he paid attention to detail. He learned how to trade, and then trained with the infantry. Saved his whole village from a flood. Then went about his business for 35 years or whatever. And then here we are. Determine the game difficulty. Take presets. Freebooter. Let's see. Realistic everything. No, I'm not going to do that. Huh. I'm going to do 50% damage received because of the way armor works, and the fact that if I'd put it on 100% and was like, okay, I'm going to play straight up like I'm trying to survive, it would be boring. Recruitment difficulty. Realistic. Map movement speed. I'm going to leave that on easy because there is an abstract factor of predictive, like, lead pursuit that you can't implement very easily. But I'm going to say that this character is more adept at understanding what, if he's chasing something, where it's heading and what route it's going to go, so that he knows to cut it off. Persuasion success, no bonus. Combat AI difficulty, normal was fine. Clan member death possibility in battles. To die after being knocked down. Realistic hero deaths in combat. Disable battle deaths for player hero. I wonder if I had that on accidentally before. Yeah, no, we're gonna make it enabled. So I'm not gonna have to worry about my odds of surviving and escape chances, because when I get knocked down, it'll be the actual chance for me to die. Auto allocate clan member perks, yes. Iron Man mode, yes. So it's basically normal, or Bannerlord, except for 5% movement, and combat normal, and damage, incoming damage. I am gonna knock that down because I'm playing vanilla. There's certain aspects of wearing armor that should help you more than it does in the game. So. And here we are in Britannia, Maranath. So if I zoom out, you can see there's Caladria. This is Valandia, which is kind of like Norman slash Charlemagne slash this feudal Western Europe in general. 11th century. This is, the Britannians are very much British and other, Celtic area, where they might have been outside of Britain. The Sturgians are like 80 to 90% Scandinavian with Kievan Rus mixed in. These are supposed to be Saracens, and these are supposed to be the Khwarizmian steppe nomad type people. And then everything in the middle, it's like the Byzantine Empire, but in 3 segments. Western, which is kind of primary, and then northern and southern. They're all considered imperial as far as culture goes. So as Britannian, and then starting in southeast Britannia at that, we're on the doorstep of the Western Empire. And they pretty much hate us and we hate them. So we'll see how this goes. This could be a very short playthrough. We zoom all the way in. There we are. And we'll go into Maranath and see what's going on. Let's take a look at our inventory. We've got a fringed cape, woodland garments, forester boots. So we actually have a horse. It's a pack horse that we're riding. A Norse hatchet, a tier 2 hatchet, okay, and a simple raider spear. That can be used one or two-handed. That's it. It can't be used to couch or brace. 1,000 dinars. And no, nothing else. No supplies. Nothing. No nothing. So, what I'm going to do is, let's see, there's not we could look, see, nobody has any troops for recruiting. Okay. Is there anybody in the tavern? Zostios the Surgeon. Don't really have enough funds to hire a companion quite yet. So yeah. Well, there's no one to recruit. And there's no one to work for. I guess I will get a small caravan and try my own, and see if I can safely make it to sell goods to one of the other Batanian cities, maybe an Imperial one. So let me go. Let's see. And yeah, my character is just starting out. I have no idea what these goods. I don't know anything about the rumors, anything about trade rumors that might give me shed some insight into whether or not these items are going for more or less at other places. And as such, it's folly to try to guess. It really is. I mean, that's expensive for grain. I know that offhand, but a couple of these other things, a lot of them are. That's pretty cheap for hardwood. 19. Not really cheap enough to make much of a profit. That's way expensive for beer. Way expensive for dates. 160. All food is way overpriced. A lot of this is overpriced. Like if I had anything to sell here, this would probably be a good place to sell it, but that's not what I'm doing. So I'm going to buy just a little bit of food to have to eat. By a little bit, I mean enough to last me 79 days. I'm going to go out and try to recruit. I'm going to go to villages, other cities maybe. See if there's anybody that just wants to hire on and let me pay them money to follow me around without any particular goal of mine until I actually get them. Hey, Mangus of Belgomar. Beglomar. There can only be one Mangus. Let's see. He's... none of them have any jobs, any problems they need done. Here's some recruits. 4 of them. So Batanian volunteer there. Got almost no skill in any category. But they only cost 2 gold to maintain after 20 up front. So... Let's see, do you have anything that I can sell? No, see, they will sell you things for what they know they can sell it for at the city, so you can't really make a deal in the nearby farms. So we're done in this little village. Let's head to this one up there. Oh, there's some looters. Not really ready. There's 8 of them. Can't quite. Don't have the manpower to take on 8 looters yet. They might be chasing me. Okay, in this village, anybody want a job? Yes. There are 4 of them. And we'll hire them on. Now. Yeah, the product's not really anything. Okay. Now, with those, my 8 lads and me, we can take on 8 looters. So let's do it. Oh, they're running from us. But we're faster. And here we go.
Unless you want trouble.
Oh, I was looking for trouble, as a matter of fact. I don't like men that would just take from other men. because it's easier. Okay, everybody. Might as well wait for it. You all have like farming implements. Well, wait, they seem to be angry. Alright, now let's go. That's how quick it can be. So we gained renown and morale. We had 8 kills, 5 promotions. Lost 4 dead, and of their 8, 5 are dead and 3 are wounded, which means we probably took those prisoners. Yep, they're the 3 that were wounded and survived. So we'll take them all on as prisoners. And we'll take all of the loot, if we can carry it all. Yes, we can. And as a matter of fact, some of it I will put to use immediately, because a worn pilgrim hood is better than nothing. And other than that, everything, well, these are the same protection but a little bit lighter than the shoes I got, so we'll switch to those. And Mengus has got his start. And now I saw that I had some promotions available. I'm going to utilize that immediately. So we can upgrade my volunteers to clan warriors or wood runners. And I'm going to take a look here at the trees. Clan warriors end up becoming trained warriors, etc., etc. Oath swarm, maybe cavalry is an option for them. Mid-level. We go wood runner, raiders, skirmishers, falksmen. I just like clan warriors better. One-handed skill 40, polearm 40, wage of 3. Wood runners wage of 3. One-handed 40, but throwing and athletics 40. So, but yeah, and then you can get into like what their equipment is going to be, I believe. Yeah. So the clan warriors are going to have. Let's see. It's hard. It doesn't give you a nice tidy sum, but typically, I think they're going to be better protected. Yeah, definitely. So clan warriors. That's the way we're going to go. Upgrade those volunteers with their promotion abilities. I'll pay 60 for the upgrades immediately, and the overhead will go up to 12 per day. Humble, meager beginnings. This party has a... No, it's a village. This village... No, there's the party. Yeah, it's the party has a problem. So we're going to go there to talk to them to see if we can help them. They disappeared because it got dark, but we have anticipated where they were heading. Apparently they don't want to stop and talk to me because I'm right on their heels, and it didn't give me a parlay. There's 79 of them. If they have a problem, I don't think the 5 of us can solve it anyway.
Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace. At least until I find out who you are, anyway.
Oh, it's the High King. I... yeah, the High King of Britannia has a problem. I was curious so that I could... maybe I could help him out with it. A peasant. I just started the game. My name is Mengus, sir. May I ask your name? I am Caladog, High King of the Britannians. I am Lord of Maranath. I'm always looking for good fighters. If you ask about me, I suspect you'll be told I take good care of my men. I heard you may need some help with a problem. I don't need the service of strangers. I work only with lords of the realm and loyal mercenaries. I must leave now. Farewell. If no one slits your throat out there, perhaps we shall meet again. Perhaps. Perhaps. Let's head. This village has a problem. Maybe there's somewhere. Oh, 9 looters. Yeah, I need more men. I'm at 5. The village of Dian Togmael has 2 that they're willing to part with. We'll take them. Every let me sell my loot and see where we're at. You got to keep an eye on that. 70, yeah. Pyrdara needs help with brigands. All right.
Well now, stranger, peace to you.
So
What
he's
is your name?
the head man of this village, and it's gonna. He owns land. He speaks for many people in the village. You'll remember my name. Yeah, I heard you need help with a problem. Yep, it's a brigand scenario. So I would have to win battles against 2 bands of brigands in order for him to be satisfied. That'll make activity safer. I'll do it. I'll agree to do it. Which means if I fail, my relations with him and maybe some other notables will take a hit. Hopefully he gives me plenty of time. So, very good. He'll be raiding for good news. Once I return, he's ready to give me 550 dinars for beating 2 bands of brigands. No more than a day's ride from here. Alright. So, it's on. So, I'm going to just go on a recruiting trail and be of the mindset to see 26 looters. I can't take that on right now. But maybe after I hire every single person I can find for a couple of days. Except there are none. Somebody beat me to it. No, and the villages aren't really a good place to... I'm going to track that town. To recruit people anyway. You really gotta head to the cities. I'll go to Pencannock. Let's see if there's any able bodies that want to make 2 dinars a day. Plus free food. That's a good deal. And money doesn't grow on trees. If I don't find a way to start making money soon, then that'll be game over. Ah. Party of 7 looters, and this is within a day. So this hopefully will count. I don't care, brigands. Surrender or die. And Lorik of the Forest People is also here. He got drawn in for being close enough when the battle started, so this should be an easy win with the numbers. And people to charge. Get my spear. I'm going to put that on top when I think about it because I'm going to want to start that. I'm the only one on a horse, so we'll hold up a little bit here. They should be running up. I assume they're going to run in front out there somewhere. I don't have a shield. There's my guys. There's their guys. Okay. But we're throwing axes. I totally whiffed that. Totally whiffed. There might be one left for me. No. My guys did all the work anyway. Well, no. They killed 3. The 7 of them killed 3. And the 54 of Lorix killed the other 4. But our share of the loot was pitiful, apparently, because our weight in the battle, it didn't boil down to what we actually did. It boiled down to how many men over total that we brought, and that did not count. I've got 19 days. That didn't count. I don't know if it's because they were only looters, not brigands, or if because it was too far away. But it didn't count. So. At least 4 morale. Yeah, at this point I'm just desperate for people. I don't really care. So what I did there is I hired 2 of the looter prisoners from the first battle who saw me in that one. Alright, let's go into Penkenok and see if anybody wants to join up. And we got 5. I'll recruit them all. Now if I'm going to head back to Maranath, let's see if I can see any goods that will go cheaper here than they will for there. Grain, I can probably make 8 per on. Nothing else was really... gonna give me a big profit. I think the beer was like 200. I'll just do grain. I'll even buy... they don't have any mules. Oh, wait. Gosh. Well, I'll pay the 276 for grain. Let's see if I can turn that into at least a tiny profit back in Maranath. I'll head down here to see if any of these guys want to join up. Oh, yeah. Okay, now that has an exclamation point, so that means that is that would be an objective. The way it's got the brackets or the arrows pointing at it means that's a current quest objective. Oh, and they're gonna team up with those looters over there, and more looters over there, and more looters over there. Come on, let's run these guys. Oh no, they got away. Crap.
We'll sell our lives dearly.
I don't care, Brigand. Surrender or die. So what did we... Yeah, 2. 20 of them, 18 of us. Alright. Fairly pitched battle. I'm going to have to do better.
Charge!
There they are. Alright. Got them facing a different direction anyway. So that was costly, but on the day. I've got less than half my men standing. 4 over there, 5 up there. So exactly half. But we won. And that'll count as one of the 2. It might count as 2 because I killed 2 parties in the one battle. So hopefully it did. I'll take all the prisoners. And all of the delicious loot. And let's see. Comparing it to what I've got. No, not anywhere near as good as my hatchet. Better armor there for that cloth. Better shoes than what I had. And that'll be it. Capacity exceeded. Value, well, so the grain is 16 per. You know, I sold it for 20. It doesn't make sense to drop anything else. So. Leave the grain there. Yes, I did count both those parties, so the quest was completed. They wire me the money, and I'm okay with that because I don't want to have to run back to collect. So we're, got some funds. I got some relations with the people in that town. I got some loot to sell if I can make it to Maranath. So we had that direction, but we end every battle disorganized, and those looters are chasing me. It says they're actually engaging me. If we don't pick up the pace before they catch us, they will run us down. And we're right outside the gate. We lost our disorganized status, so we can go full speed now. And we made it. Boy, that was close. The 26 looters probably would have ended me if they had caught me. But they did not. So, first thing I'll do, let's offload. I'm going to sell all the gear that wasn't useful. And, ooh, found some dates out there too. Didn't realize that. Olives. And the grain is selling for 18. Or no, 16. It's selling for 16. I think I bought it for, what was it, 12? Yeah. So I can sell it here for 16, buy it for 19. So I'm still profiting 4 per grain. that's plenty of grain for us to live on. So 876 and all of that. So we have a little more money now. We're paying 22 per day. That's about to go up because I'm about to promote some people. The clan warriors can now upgrade both of them to trained warriors. We'll definitely do that. And the two highborn youth. I must have, recruited them. They can both upgrade to warriors. And I got some volunteers, and I'll do that. So no, I've got very few. I will pay 145. Yeah, and will go up to 33 instead of 22 a day than ours. That you got to watch that. You got to watch how high that climbs, how quickly with these promotions. And yeah, we'll go ahead and hire on a looter because I just need warm bodies right now. Hiring looters reduces your current morale due to a recent event penalty, but that normalizes. So like my base right now would be, it's a 51.5 minus the food penalty. 50 is a normal morale. But anyway, yeah, the penalty for adding outsiders, especially criminals, to your group, if you're not a criminal organization, it fades with time. But let's go here. Recruit. Nope, somebody beat me to it. All these ones that are grayed out would be eligible if I was better with the person who currently, I guess you pay them for the rights to hire these guys or something. I don't know. You need a high relation with that individual notable in order to hire troops down their line. A tavern is where you can get professional mercenaries and ransom your prisoners. And I will go ahead and ransom them. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and ransom those prisoners for now because they slow you down too. Having prisoners slows you down. Typically. So we got 1,700. Let's go see if there might be. I can spend a little bit of money on equipment now, and it's really important. So yeah, I'm not gonna spend that much. I kind of just look at how much I'm willing to spend, and then see the best for what I could be willing to spend, and is it better than what I got? In all of these cases, it's not. Except the arm wraps, because I don't have anything, so nothing is better than something is better than nothing. So I'm not willing to spend for any upgrades with my current cash. I got the arm wraps, that's it. And then as far as the weapons go, I'm going to put that up there, by the way. Maybe I can get a shield. I like shields. Shields are nice. Very good to have. It's a lot easier to keep yourself alive than with a shield at hand instead of trying to backstep to dodge strikes, because a shield you can just put it up there and you might block something you didn't see coming, maybe. But without the shield, in a chaos of battle, if there's something coming your way you don't see, that's it. That's how quickly it can end. So leather-bound kite shield for only 100 is a good deal. Wield speed of 82 and 215 hit points. That's actually, for 100, that's oddly going to be an oddly good deal. It's a little heavier, but you get hit points for it, so it's not. We have to go up to 179 to get a cavalry kite shield, and that's 225, but a speed of 94, so it's even faster, and it's got we'll get that. I'll spend 179 on that. That's quality. That's quality. And my character, am I better at boat? No, I'm not good at anything. Nothing. Okay, so yeah, I'll spend that on that stuff. And do I want to see if they've got anything? I mean, it's painful to trade when you don't have any tips and you're paying a high selling penalty and all these things. But the only way to reduce it is by doing it. Bite the bullet. Hardwood 19. I bet if I took the hardwood down to the Imperial cities, I could probably sell it for more than that. Maybe the iron ore I could sell for probably more than 23. I'm just guessing. I'm metagaming a little bit. You can look at this too. Like, okay, so 23 is 54% cheaper than the average item price at this location. You have to bear that in mind. But I feel good about 23 there. The hardwood, 19, 24% cheaper. That's a little bit better deal. And it's a universally cheaper price. Like, I happen to know. But, so we'll try this. Do they have any? No, they do not have anything I can use to form a caravan. This is okay. Well, we're just gonna have to carry the iron ore in our backpacks, and I'll do 10 of that. I have to remember I'm spending 232 on 10. $394 is what I'm spending on the iron ore and the hardwood on this experiment. $394. Let's see how I do. Let's head to where the money is, down in the Empire. They're at war. They're sieged. From here, I don't really know. Just the word is that that castle's under siege, but I have not sworn fealty to anyone, so the clan and kingdom armies that are running around, I don't have much to worry about. I'm going to go through whatever this gap is called and head down to Legata, I think. It's a pretty distant way to go, but I feel like I'm going to have to go that far. If they're at war, there should be a higher demand on iron, I would guess. I didn't even see them. Shit. Forced because I was zoomed out. I didn't see him. Yes, yeah, zooming out, you just are blind. So, as Forest Bandit says, today's not your lucky day, friend. How about you hand over your silver? Be a real shame to have to cut anyone's throat. Fight me if you dare. Pity. Alright, well. You ready, man? Oh, ouch. Okay, they've got ranged. I gotta mess them up. On my sumpter horse. That did not go well. We got murdered. All my men are down, and almost all of them are still standing. And the horse won't last forever. And I'm almost dead. I took a bad one there in the chest. So if you run off the map, you think, oh, I'm faster than them. I'm on horseback. None of them are. I should be able to run away. No, that's not the way the game works. They keep shooting my horse. I couldn't afford to miss that one. Maybe that's the leader, though. If I kill him, Damn it. My horse is about to drop.
I'll split your skull.
Ah, they hit me on that one. You're gonna run out of arrows eventually, assholes. Son of a bitch.
We won! The day is ours! We win, bastards!
And Mangus is wounded. I did not die.
Quarter for the Craven!
But Forest Bandits kicked my ever-loving ass. They had 14. We had 15. Most of mine were not very high level. And I didn't do that great, personally. And so I've been taken prisoner by the Forest Bandits. After painful days of being dragged about as a prisoner, you find a chance to escape from your captors. So, am I going to implement the rule I said? Well, now that I realize death is actual possibility, no, I am going to implement it. This is the first time I was captured. If I roll a 1, I'm dead. I rolled a 4. So I've escaped. They will be hot on my trail. And I've got... Now, the interesting thing about this is that I have nothing. No food. Nothing. 20% of my health. And I get to keep my equipment that was on me. But and my horse survived after getting shot down with arrows. So the game is a little merciful in that regard. It doesn't strip you. That would be super painful because the late game the equipment can be worth as much as a entire clan. So I've got no goods, no men. I don't even count because I'm only at 20% health. I will flee to the nearest village. And I will wait here for some time. Oh, you keep your gold too. It's considered like a hidden stash. Although I had just spent a lot of it in the investments that were stolen from me. And they've got 4 recruits. What happened to the rest of the guys that were with you last time you came through the village? Don't worry about it. They went to a better place. They went off and did something. Oh, somebody has a problem now. The art of the trade. I'll talk to him, but I think
Peace to you, stranger.
I'm not going to be
What
able
is
to
your
help
name?
him with this. We'll see. I am Mangus, and who are you? I am Edwayne. I own land around here. I speak for many of the people in this village. It's good to meet you. Do you need help with a problem? Yes, it's a good problem to have, though. As you know, I deal in clay. Production, I didn't know that. Production this year has been very good, and we can no longer make a profit on the local market. I cannot, however, put together a caravan to sell it elsewhere, so I propose a very simple deal. You sell me the goods at a discount. That could work if you have the money, but if you don't, I'm willing to take a chance on you. Yeah, because, I am pretty liable when it comes to getting goods from point A to point B. I'm 0 for 1. I reckon for 28 loads of clay, you can probably find a market nearby where buyers will pay a total of $277. Here's my offer. I loan you the product. You sell it at whatever price you like and bring me back 277. I have little doubt you could find a market where you could get a better price than this and make a profit. It seems like a simple errand. Would you offer still stand if I get someone else to do it? Well, yeah, but it makes me explore that option, except I don't have anyone else to do it for me. I will find the right market for clay. Good. Needless to say, by not taking any money up front, I am trusting you in your honesty and your ability to protect those goods, but I am sure that the trust will not be misplaced. Don't you worry, friend. Do you want to buy the goods yourself? Or will I retain ownership and you can just keep the extra profits? I'm expecting to earn $277 for 28 loads. If you would like to buy it right away, you can simply sell it yourself for whatever if you can do better. So he's profiting. He's expecting to profit 10 per clay. And now I have to decide: do I just want to buy them from what he expects and then see if I can do better? I don't have a way to carry 28 loads of clay. But I'll see if we can even move over. I'll buy it from him. I will make more than 10 per clay. I mean, I will sell the clay for more than 10 each. So yeah, let's check out our inventory. 280, and I can carry 110. So we are a bit overburdened. You don't have, you guys, yeah, they don't. I don't have any food either. I'm going to need some food, which means I'm going to be even more overburdened. Gotta go get to somewhere that wants the clay and where I won't get raided. Well, we can move, at least. We're moving at a rate of 2.1. Now we're going 1.0. Speed up time. There's some looters. They did not see me. We made it. We were quite overburdened. We made it. So, the clay is 8. Yeah. I should have just, yeah. Oh well. So I paid money for a little bit of goodwill. Look at that guy. That's what that amounts to. No troops available for hire. I think I'm going to end this session. I'm alive. But, got almost nothing to show for the adventure so far. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Alright.